how do I say this? This is like a macro concept that buzzword that you need to really think about in the game. If your jungler is showing on the top side hitting hitting somebody, and you don't know where their jungler is,
bottom side, yeah.
Yes, like you cannot be fighting. There is no like I'm walking into Braum here. Like right now, unless you have Ignite.
The Gangplank was really tough. I get it.
Well, okay, I ain't gonna lie, but
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah. Well, okay, unfortunately, girl, this game is good. Like, but you have to play very, very disciplined in team fights because I have a feeling that the team fights went really badly if you ended up losing this game because you should be ahead from lane just into these two. And then mid lane should be fine. Top lane should be fine. And like, honestly, I see you having a better team fight than they do. So something's not adding up. Anyways, in this lane, wave push, and fighting. What is the consensus?
I think early game, me and Jen kind of can poke a little bit more. Than they really can. I don't, but they just push. Like it's Sivir, so she just kind of gets to push. Fleet footwork into lethal tempo. Fleet footwork's whatever. I don't like it on Jhin, but you know.
Okay, wait. This is backpedal real quick. So I don't know if you know, but Jhin is actually one of the strongest ADCs level 1, and the reason why is unlike his fourth shot, he has 2 abilities instead of 1. So if you're wondering why in this lane, like this Sivir managed to get, she's not supposed to get pushed in this lane. As a matter of fact, she's not even supposed to be able to touch the wave to the point where she needs to be like over here whilst the wave is over here. So unless something weird happened, we're going to see what happened. I'm going to need you to focus on hitting the Braum and like pushing him out. And all this Jhin has to do is whenever she uses an ability, he's going to use an ability too. He's going to cue the wave. And what that'll do is like, you're going to be able to match push, but then also fight the Sivir. Because if you don't, Sivir's a hyperscaler. Okay? If you don't do anything in this lane, you're going to lose. So we got to make some action happen. Now, their jungler's a farming jungler. Your jungler is also kind of a farming jungler, but he can gank early. So let's go back. Let's go back and revisit the what kind of happened here. So I think, honestly, I didn't see if you immediately left. Hold on.
I also do have a question because I know you're in the Discord, you in your other video, you're like ward at like 145, but I feel like if you ward at 140, like you know that middle bush that you always tell me to ward, if we ward there, I feel like I don't have a trinket in time for a ward.
Wait. Say that again?
At 145.
Wait, so
you know how you say
yeah?
You ward at 145 to ward the fairy bush.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like, and you know how you tell me to also ward that brush right there, the middle brush. I feel like if I ward this mini brush, then I don't have like a ward in time for.
You don't. Your ADC has the ward.
But sometimes they don't listen.
Okay, but no. This is not a situation about like they don't listen. This is like if you ward here and you're fighting to the fucking death, then he needs to. There's nothing else for him to ward. And the thing is, like they nerfed. I don't know if you saw in the patch notes, they nerfed the cooldown on the trinket. So now bot lane has to be a lot more careful about using their wards. So let's say you walk up and ward this bush, and then you start fighting, and lo and behold, your Jhin wards this bush. Now you have to start being scared of not having a ward in river when this Lilia eventually paths down. Or if she passed down. I think this game is definitely a path down for her, but I don't know. You know, this Lilia can do whatever she wants. This is solo queue. And so, yeah. the only thing I was kind of like looking for here is like if you don't ward. So okay, first things first. If you feel uncomfortable with warding this, you don't necessarily have to ward this. It's really good for you to ward this if you're gonna fight in this lane, which, like we said, you need to fight. I think that if you're like playing it safer, I guess you can just stay in this bush, but eventually you're gonna have to walk up to this bush anyways and fight the Braum. So why not just ward it early? And then if lo and behold, you know, you ward and then your Jhin has his ward and you're like, oh shit, it's like 1 minute and 40 seconds. He needs to ward this. There's no other option. There is no other resource in the game that you can use to get vision here. Okay, so it's either you don't ward this and you get a little bit less pressure in the lane, which is kind of bad for you, or you ward it and then, you know, the Jhin wards the Phalite. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is the problem because you waited it in the bush. You can never, if you're gonna fight these bushes, you can never like.
You have to immediately go into there. You can't wait because of the ward goes away and you can't see if they warded.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got poked here because of that, and like at this point you're like, okay, I lost some HP. Like, yes, it's bad for you, but I also don't. Also, you are brave, girl. You are so fucking brave. The way you started walking, like. You don't know if they're in this bush right now. They could have just walked in right now and then be right here. And then you went here and stood still. I'm worried for you, okay? Be a little bit more careful with this because you're going to lose all of your HP if you play up like this. So I think once you lose HP like this, I kind of want to teach you the thought process because, again, if you get hit by one more Braum Q and another Sivir Q, right, you're going to be half HP. And I don't want you to use your pots early because, matter of fact, you should be making them lose their pots and poking them, right? So the lane doesn't really make sense if you're losing all of your HP. So now all you have to do is instead of like going towards this bush and like fighting the Braum off, you can just swap and just come here and fight the Sivir when she walks up and autos the wave. Wait for the wave to come in, okay? So that it acts as like a barrier for the Braum Qs to not be able to hit you. And then you play on the other side of the wave, okay? Mm-hmm. You don't have to always play in these bushes if they kind of like outrange you. I also know like you're not going to throw your RQ out unless you see a really good angle to throw like maybe a 2-man RQ or there's a really good engage. So I'm glad you held on to your RQ, but this is like kind of like a fundamental of like, even though you lost your HP, you need to be ready to pressure, kind of.
One question.
Yes.
So I should be, instead of trying to bully the Sivir, well, I should always be trying to bully her if I have the option, but like my more focus should be pushing up Braum, right?
Yeah, so what's happening right now is not normal. Like this Jhin should be over here and you should be in the bush and this should be warded from both sides. If this Braum walks into this bush, you just auto Q him. If he throws his Q and lands, you can still keep on autoing him. Like you have the range difference. He cannot kill you, especially if his ADC. So if Braum throws a Q from here, right? Like he's sitting right here and he throws a Q at you, it hits you. But the Sivir's over here. Are you in any danger? No. So there you go. You need to like not be too fearful of this because this is the problem. If she presses auto W in this way or auto Q, sorry, in this wave, you're not getting prio. And right now, yes, you're trying to go for the Sivir, but she's just backing up, and your Jhin is not walking up. So what needs to happen here is you need to use your abilities on the wave to either get push here or kill these 3 minions and then walk up and use your spells. If one of those two things does not happen, you're gonna lose pressure of the lane. Okay? Every lane is like a ticking time bomb, okay? If you are not a ticking, it's like a metronome. Like at 1 minute in this lane, you should have already been able to get at least 1 Q off on either one of these champions. But you missed an opportunity. That's fine. The next opportunity is after these minions die. So let's go forward. He Q'd 1 minion. Okay. okay, this is also a kind of a consequence of not warding the bush. Like, even if you, like you said, like, if you ward this and then you have to rely on your Jhin to ward the river, even that, if that's the case, if you don't ward this bush and fight for the bush, you're not going to be able to use your ward anyways. So don't be too scared of like dropping the ward. I think maybe there's been like a game where you dropped your ward and then you ended up getting ganked because your ADC didn't ward, but I have a feeling you did the right thing. Or maybe you forgot to like ask to ward. Okay. So
no,
no. Okay, because the thing is, I don't really give a damn about the actual like the aiming of the RQ. What I care about is the fact. Yeah. So even if you were to get, let's say, RQ on to these two minions and the Sivir, the issue with that is, okay, right now your priority is to either get a good engage off onto the Sivir or hit these minions. So I'm going to play it in real time. Hold on. This is way too fast. I'm going to play it in real time and let's see whether or not it was like realistic for you to look. So you're hitting the wave. This is good. You walk into the bush. Perfect. And now the Sivir has to walk back. So you either Q on this frame or you don't Q at all. Okay? There's a little lag there. And then they're going to start fighting you. Okay, let's move forward. You both get level 2. You're a little bit scared. As you're getting level 2 again, like you have the advantage. Braum doesn't have Q for the next, at the very minimum, 6 seconds. So this is 6 seconds of you being able to walk up. Did I teach you about like the one ability rule?
Maybe.
So in every bot lane, I need you to think about you as having one really important ability, and then the enemy support also having one really important ability. So for Braum, what is it?
Q.
Exactly. So
and for Karma, it's my Q.
Yes. So when you use that spell, you will lose a tremendous amount of pressure, right? If you're playing Karma, let's say, and you walk up to the Sivir and you W her, and you don't get a slow off, she's just gonna walk out. You can't just walk past the wave and W her, whereas your Q has enough range for you to either splash onto the minions and hit them, or directly just throw straight at the Sivir just to deal like damage, or hit the minions to deal damage. So whenever enemy sub uses so it's not just the support who has like their most important ability. For the ADC, it's kind of the same. Like for Jhin, if the Jhin has his Q during, let's say, a fight, and he gets to bounce his Q off of this minion, and this minion, and it kills all those minions, and then it goes onto the Sivir, this is gonna deal like a total like 200 damage, which is insane.
Isn't it like his Q? It's like the last thing it hit does the most.
What do you mean?
Or am I tripping? Like on his Q, if it like bounces, like it hits the back three the minions, and then it hits a champion, it does like more damage.
No. The extra damage comes from, I think it's like, okay, so if he killed this minion with Q, okay, that Q now gains like 40% more damage on the next minion, and then if he kills again, it's another 40%. And then another 40%. You have to kill the minion for the bounce to deal extra damage. That makes sense?
So he could get like 120% damage boost.
I don't know what the exact number is. Hold on. 35. So that's still pretty high. 105, like, you can definitely get a lot of like that's at the very minimum like 150 damage. I said 200. Rough ballpark. I should definitely have rounded that down. Regardless, this whole conversation about the lane is like, now I want you to see what the picture is supposed to look like for you, even though you got hit by this Q. So remember when I said like you were in this bush, Jhin was in this bush, and I said even if Braum hits you with the Q, you shouldn't be scared of walking up and fighting him. This is the exact same thing, because he used his most important spell. Now Now that he doesn't have it, it's your turn to walk up and pressure.
Does the one ability rule change when they have ult?
Kind of, yeah. The only thing is, like, obviously, like, when you're laning, until you get to the level 6, you don't have to worry about that. But that's definitely a good point. Yes, you do have to consider it. Then it turns into, like, 2 abilities. But you can use that as, like, the 1 ability rule, and then, like, the ultimate / summoner spells kind of rule. There's definitely, like, a word for it, but I don't know what the professional word is, so we're going to go with this for now. Anyways, so let's move forward. And okay, so now you're getting push. This feels a little rough. Okay, hold on. Let's look at that trade pattern real quick. Okay, you dodged the Q. Really good. Okay. I think if you hit the Braum and then shielded yourself as you were walking in, that trade pattern's fine. So this is mostly...
Sorry, question. I don't know if you know this in League, but like, what overrides what? Does like a slow override like a speed boost, or does the speed boost like let's say Braum like Qs me, right, and then I put a shield over myself. Is my speed up fighting against the slow resistance?
I think it's like the slow gets applied onto you from the Braum Q, so it's like, okay, 70%, and then your movement speed on the 70% slow gets an extra 40%. So I'm not gonna lie, the math, don't ask me what the numbers are, but long story short, like, the slow is gonna slow you more usually than the speed boost will, unless, you know, the slow is like 10%, and that's very... I don't even know if there's a slow in the game that's 10%. Okay, this is fine. I mean, you're getting wave push into them, and then here the issue is we didn't ward on this wave, so neither of you warded, so now we're kind of like playing blind. And then if they play this correctly, you will lose your flash, so let's see what happens. Your Jhin lost his flash, and they didn't play it correctly. But yeah, now it's scary for the Jhin to play, and you have to kind of like let them push into you, because the map is now split. What I mean by that is, right now Xin Zhao's top side, and then your bot side is completely theirs. So you have to just kind of play to conserve HP. I'm gonna play it forward because a majority of the time, like, laning doesn't change the entire game, whereas like, even if you're equal to the enemy team right now in a team fight, you should win. So let's see what happens. I want to see some team fighting. Okay, there's a lot of deaths, a lot of fighting going on. Hold on, they got Drake. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay, you got your support word. And to mid. Don't know where their support is. Okay. So this is really important for you to know for like any team comp, okay? There's 3 different types of team comps that I want you to not memorize, but like think about. There's the front to back, there is the dive team comps, and then there are poke team comps. So what do you think yours is?
It's looking like front to back.
Kind of, yeah. You need to throw your spells and then like kind of hold formation, make sure your front line doesn't die, and then your back line doesn't get flanked. What does theirs look like?
They look like dive.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's not dive. Theirs is front to back as well, but they run into you much easier. You have a very hard time of running out of their slows. So whether it's Swain, whether it's Lilia ult, whether it's GP ult, like whether it's Braum ult, notice how all of these things are going to stop you from exiting a fight. You need to be able to throw your spells, wait, throw your spells, wait, throw your spells away. That's how you need to go. You cannot immediately engage the fight or you will lose. In that sense, your team comp is more of a poke team comp, depending on who gets fed. So if this guy gets fed, you can front to back because he will not die immediately in team fights, okay? If nobody on your team is fed, you are not engaging any fight, okay? You need to throw your spells, see if there's a pick, and then back up if there's no pick, and then go again. Never give them the engage, or never give them the ability to stick onto you, or you will just run out of damage, right? So they have a Braum, a Swain. Who's killing those two champions?
Zinza, probably.
You know, he's not killing shit, unfortunately.
No, he's not doing nothing. Probably Jin.
He's also not doing anything. I'm so sorry. So the point I'm trying to make is your team comp is very low damage. Okay?
Right.
So
which is why I'm surprised you were like, "Oh, this is a really good team comp," and I was like,
so there are team comps that are very low damage but are very good at picking people off. So this is the type of team comp that you would see, like, you know, when supports say like, "Oh my god, I got caught," for example. Your team comp is really good at doing specifically that. If they get, I don't know, a Braum Q on you and nobody else can get on top of you in a team fight, are you gonna die? No, exactly. So in that sense, their pick is way worse, okay? All of this out of the window, just for me to say over here. So there's one other thing that I want to talk about. So first things first, when you take river vision, I always want to make sure that you're covering the entire river. Never, what the fuck? How am I going to say that? Try to never not check bushes when you're walking by. This is something that a lot of players do without realizing it. If you were to not ward this bush, okay, and you were going to come here and ward, I would want you to walk through this bush to make sure the Braum isn't here and then go here and ward. It's the same thing for vice versa, because right now you ward this bush, but then you never check this. Okay? So make sure you're covering all of the vision, right? When the enemy support is missing, you have to try to check all of the bushes so that you don't get caught. And it kind of prevents this situation from happening at all, because if you had checked the bush, then Braum can never do this. Regardless, okay, right here, I need you to make a decision. Are you fighting this?
No, she misses her charm. Our pick potential goes to 0.
There you fucking go. There you go. Okay, this is what I like to hear. Okay, so both you use your RW to get away, I think, or something, and then she used her charm, and Zinzao's not even on your screen right now. So where should everybody be clicking?
Away.
Exactly, away. This is never a fight. Like, you can look at this and be like, okay, I use my abilities on the Braum. You got away, and that's good. That's it. This is never like my Jinx got her get excited and we're chasing a fight here and like we can, chase down the Braum and kill him. There's no consistent damage. So I think here I'm gonna say your team comp is more poke than front to back. Yeah,
I was gonna say, because it's very like with their team, I feel like, especially with like Ari and like me and Yasuo, because Yasuo kind of has the easy time, like, using his E to get to the back or getting to someone.
Yeah.
So it's like we can dot, but it's like they just have so much like frontliners that like they're gonna like, especially like with Swain ult with Braum, like it's so hard to jump on someone. So it's like, theoretically, I think, especially looking at their teams, like they just have a better team comp, if that makes sense. Well, like we have we do have a big team, like you said, we can pick people, but like who are we gonna pick? Like the only people we can really pick is Sivir and Gangplank, I think, because like Lilia too, but I don't know. I feel like just everyone's so tanky, and we just have like a low base of damage.
So you're not wrong about that, but like the low base of damage. But I just want you to think, okay, right now they have a hyper scaling top laner. This guy is not dealing any damage until 3 items onwards. Okay, they have a hyper scaler ADC, doesn't deal a lot of damage until 3 items. This guy also doesn't deal damage. So their team comp is actually lower damage than yours is right now. The only difference is they're more tanky. So you do have advantages. You just didn't use them correctly in this situation. Like,
so my brain just needs to flag like Ari's charm, everyone out.
Yes, literally. If you do not think about like, okay, this is the most important spell in the team fight, the flag will not go off. Okay? The same way you have the one ability rule in lane, it's the same thing in team fights. Girl, there's one ability that's the most important, and it's fucking Ari charm. That's it. You know, like, if Ari hits a charm, then Jhin W's. If Ari hits a charm, then you can land your Q, or vice versa, you know? Like, this is a very hard fight for me to envision. That's why I need your reaction to this to be, okay, I need to get the fuck out. Even though, if you notice, okay, what are the numbers going to look like in about, like, 10 seconds? Like, how many numbers do you have? How many numbers do they have in this fight?
We have 3 right now.
Yeah.
They have 3, but 4 is... Well, Jhin doesn't have ult, but...
Yeah, he can join fights. He can join fights pretty fast. So, like, once he reaches, like, this area, if the fight stays here, he's going to land a W, and then he can join the fight faster. This Sivir's on the bot wave. So this is a potential 4v3, okay, if you extend the fight, but you still can't kill anybody.
Right.
So there you go. Again, like, I really want you to, like, fossilize this fucking picture in your head. Like, this, okay, the next time you see this, no, never again, okay? Because this will lose you dragons, this will lose you team fights, this will lose you turrets, this will lose you lanes sometimes if you're not thinking about this team fighting thing. And it's, like, really easy for me to say, like, oh, like, you know, the Ari missed her charm, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, your entire team comp revolves around the Ari hitting her charm. Okay? So even if this was like a Hui mid, Hui E matters a lot. If you see the Hui E missing, you know, like, let's back it up. And then I think the last thing, I really want you to think about your team as, like, a certain, like, bar of damage, okay? So, like, right now, let's say without her ultimate, how much damage do you think this Ari is dealing? I'm going to press tab. Hold on, sorry. Right now, what do you think she's dealing? Okay, she's dealing damage. Her entire combo...
Nothing.
No, her entire combo is, like, let's say, like, 400, okay? 400 damage, right? And then let's say for Xin Zhao, right now he is 0-2 as well. This one's, like, you know, 500 damage, okay? So if we add these up, right? And then we press on Braum, and this is just one champion, mind you. Are we ever killing this guy?
No,
ma'am. So this is going to help you a lot. What I just said, thinking about your teammates as, like, bars of damage, is going to help you a lot, because then there's going to be some games where you see this Braum at, let's say, 500 HP right now, and your Ari's walking up, and then this fight is good. Because why is she not going to just charm the Braum and kill him, you know? And then you can wait for the next Ari charm, and then go forward again. You see that? Mm-hmm. It's kind of making... Okay. So I'm going to play it forward. I'm kind of scared about what's going to happen. I'll play it from the start. Okay. So we got the bomb flash, but at what cost? Because now this Lilia is about to wipe this team fight. Okay, she played this really terribly.
This is what we lost to, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. Okay. So he hits this Lilia R, and now you're just out of damage. Lilia should have killed your Xin Zhao. Okay. Now you're out, but now your conditions went from this to this. All because we didn't recognize, like, this fight was going to be bad for us. And then that's what leads into this Drake, right? Because we didn't kill anybody and they just got, control of the river, now they can just pull it because they know you're all 1 HP. Okay? Okay, let's go to the next team fight because I need to see some fighting. Okay, hold on. We can see some 2v2s. Oh my god. Okay, Silk, listen. Right now, okay, can you fight?
No.
Why?
Because we don't know where their jungler is, and our Ahri is dead.
Well, those are two very good points. But there's one very, very, very important point that I'm not even sure your Jhin realizes, okay? Look at his items right now. Who are you killing? Who are you? Where is it? How much AD? Like 100 AD. 130 AD. He has enough gold for a BF sword, by the way. Like, this should not even be considered. Like, I don't even understand how this happened. So after the Drake, you come back to lane. Did he never base? Oh my god, he never based. Okay. So let's see it. So their engage is very poor. Like, the only way that they can get this fight off is if Rom manages to stack his passive on the Jhin. Okay. Now we're fighting. Okay. This is fine. Okay. This is a very interesting fight. Okay. So let's talk about this because we need to really focus in on this. Like, right now this engage happened, right? And let's say right now, okay, you have to make a decision. Right now you're shielding, right? Right now you have to make a decision as to whether or not you're going to continue this fight. Do you want to continue this fight? And why? Like, why would you want to continue hitting the Sivir is what I mean.
I'm just trying to get my RQ off on her so she doesn't get that last auto proc on him. But I got some cooldowns go.
I mean, she ended up flashing, right? So right here, okay, you're making a conscious decision. I want to continue this fight, but were you expecting a Yasuo TP to come in?
No. Okay. I was not paying attention to that because I was busy trying to save my Jhin.
Yeah.
Who has enough money for a BF sword.
Yeah.
He does not have that.
Yeah, so
what is he building? What is that even built into?
He's building Stormrazor, which is fine.
Why are we...
It's fine.
Like,
you can
there's so many people building it first, and I'm like, I don't feel like it's like a good first item right now.
It's good when you can kite the enemy, and it's not that bad, this game. I think he needs to go collector since you need people to kill these champions. But, yeah, so right now, the reinforcements are coming back up. Like, if you're continuing this fight, and you're not taking into account, like, okay, somebody's coming to save me. Right here, you just blew flash for no reason. Because you didn't need to be here, right? So, as you're fighting here, I need you to know, like, if either one of these guys flash on my ADC, I need to get the fuck out. Okay? Right now. And then your reason for continuing this fight needs to be that there's a TP coming in. Okay? Because the next...
So, after the flash that I see from Sivir, I just leave.
Yeah. So your immediate reaction should be, okay, this guy's dead. And then I'm going to get out. And then once you see the TP, or if you were thinking about the TP, or you ping the TP, and you're using one of these map resources to pull this fight, then you can stay. But you skipped that, so you had to blow your flash. Okay? when you're continuing a fight after the first engage, I need you to consciously think, okay, do I even win the next part of the fight? You know? So there's like the initial engage, which is all the way back here. Like, we know this is bad, right? Like, you're seeing this, you're like, oh shit, some shit's about to go down, you know? Chrono Ruler is about to get his shit round. And then we reach the third stack. And now you're like, okay, the second part of the fight is coming. If they catch this Jhin, it's on site. Okay, now what am I doing? And if the answer is not out, you're gonna be out of HP. So then this fight, you played this fight pretty well mechanically. But you notice how like all the things I just said were not mechanical? This is just situational awareness. That's it. That's literally it.
That's why whenever I like get... Honestly, the next part of this is a travesty on Jin's part and Ari's part. I won't lie.
Okay, let's see. I think you're fine. I don't think you are fine.
What's my Shin? Oh my god. Look. Charmed? Nothing burger. A whole nothing burger. Charmed and a nothing burger. Why are you standing there if you're not gonna press your buttons? Does he even have it up? Like, what is he doing?
The Xin Zhao?
A whole nothing. The Xin Zhao. Like, he's literally standing here and look, after she gets her charm.
Yeah, he has W and E. He just has to W and then E. He can't reach it without. So he's thinking to himself, like, I don't want to continue this fight. And the reason why is because you killed their ADC and she's coming back. And he's scared of that. When in reality...
she's buying herself a white refrigerator and she is scared.
Long story short, again, like this picture, the fact that you got the charm, like, you notice how like now you're saying that and you're like, okay, we hit the Ahri charm, but nothing, you know, but nothing happened. That shows that like you're critically thinking about the team fights, and the next time your Xin Zhao presses his W button, this fight's gonna be good, right? Mm-hmm. So now we're taking our base. I think, okay, genuinely in my head, after this entire play, by the way, it's not even okay. Actually, hold on. How did the Swain die? Or how did he end up there? Okay, you know what? I don't even care.
Okay, I want to continue this fight here because my Ahri has 2 more charges. She can continuously dash and hit a charm. It is a Lilia who is, you know, she can run away from a charm, like she has movement speed, but it is also a Braum who cannot W to anything. What are you waiting for? Oh my god, it aggravates me.
Well, I do want you to like also take it. Like, okay, so I do get your perspective, but you also have to take their perspective into account, because right now, what is this Xin Zhao doing?
Do you want me to answer for that truthfully?
Yes.
Being a flop, going for scuttle instead of trying to get a kill.
So okay,
but he's getting scuttle. You know, he wants his $75 coin.
Yeah. It's because he doesn't see this. Okay, so what I'm trying to get at is, okay, right here we have this fight. Whatever, we kill the Sivir and we kill the Swain, and then you're like, okay, we have 2 Ahri dashes. If you are not, and I mean, if you are not spam pinging to the point where you do not have any pings left, okay. I don't care if you have to bind your ping, you're on your way ping to fucking mouse button 3, mouse button 4, mouse button. You have to be spam pinging for them to even consider, okay, this fight to happen. They're not thinking about the Ahri. You and Ahri are the only ones thinking about Ahri R. Okay?
It's just a shame that these people are in my elo. Sorry.
Well, you know, we got to deal with what we got to deal with until, you know, we get the better teammates. But yeah, so this Ahri also had a little bit of a nothing burger. So the point I was trying to make, so first we need to be like communicating like this next part of the fight. So I think this fight ended up being like 4 or 5 parts. But now that the Ahri is like looking to chase, right now, if nobody's around you, you shouldn't even chase. Like, this is a waste of time. I know this looks juicy, but this is unironically a nothing burger. You are going to waste 15 seconds doing nothing and maybe even below your conditions for no reason, which is what happens. So, like, you need to be thinking about these fights because you're also thinking about like advantages. Ari charm, Ari ult. Like, we can play kind of front to back if we get a pick. But the issue is, once those things are down, you're still kind of clicking forward. Unfortunately,
no, I'm kidding.
No, but the thing is, it's good that you're seeing. So previously, one thing that I noticed in our other sessions that I'm really happy that you're not doing anymore is just like, previously you would just go in just because you wanted to go in. That's it. Like, you would fight every fight because you wanted to throw hands. That's it. But now, the critical thinking, the analysis of like, we have a CC that is non-committal. We can throw it and then see what happens. You know, like, there is improvement in that, and I'm happy about that. And now it's just about refining those little things. And unfortunately, you did get canceled on Twitter. Okay.
You're on Facebook too.
Girl, nobody cares about Facebook. Okay. So this is what I like to see. You're beating their asses up. And you're hitting these plates. There you go. There you fucking go. You're up 20 CS. Bro, you said you can only poke them. You are literally shitting down their throats. 4 plates.
Then Zhao's not playing for us, which is so crazy. Oh my god.
Okay, I see you. Yeah, this is just a matter of eventually, like, this turret is gonna fall. We just need either a hover or we need to be able to pressure them off. Like, all you need to know here is if you're 2v2 and you know that, you can literally just walk up and trade. Like, your Jhin is running away to ward Tribush when this entrance is already warded. Like, are they TPing behind you? Are they, you know, is Casper the Ghost behind you? Like, what's going on? Nobody knows. So that last wave
behind
was...
us.
So, there's a lady behind you.
Who's that lady over there in the chair?
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
And
well,
I'm skinny because I know my karma mechanics.
Right. 8. And unfortunately, yes, these fights have always started on the Jhin, and that is your truth. How do I say this? This is like a macro concept that buzzword that you need to really think about in the game. If your jungler is showing on the top side hitting somebody, and you don't know where their jungler is,
the bottom side, yeah.
Yes, like, you cannot be fighting. There is no, like, I'm walking into Braum here. Like, right now, okay, this happened, sure, whatever. But the second, like, right now, if this Braum was smart and this Sivir wanted to win, they would just be Sivir ulting straight at you to blow your flash right now because you're contesting the wave whilst their jungler is on the bot side of the map, which is illegal. So this entire thing is because of this.
Right.
Your jungler just showed top side, so you have to play safe bot side. That's it. And like, the thing you said about, like, my jungler is not playing for me, that is important. Okay? It's important that you
should always be playing for me.
Okay, well, not always. But
okay.
So when he's actively not playing towards your side, but he shows, that should be the alarm bell in your head. You know, like, you cannot see that and then also make the mistake of fighting, because then it's also on you. It's partial. You know, like, this game is all about, like, if somebody does a fuck up, you can't just follow up and kill yourself just because of that. You know, like, that's just going to lead to, like, sadness and regret. Like, we don't want that. So this is like the kind of like the split map type of situation that kind of ended up forking you over, and you played it well. So now you want a base. Okay, whoa, what are we doing? What's going on?
You know, sometimes
What?
I like living life by the thread.
Girl.
And I thought, you know, Miss
Uh-huh.
Jin here was gonna, you know, if he just had a, you know, an RE, he would kill him. But
No. Okay, you need to base. You really need to base. Like, you literally just outplayed them and lived, okay? Don't, like, the longer you don't base is the longer you're gonna spend not affecting the map. Now, if this, okay, this is a very risky play because, like, let's say the minion wave is here and Sivir presses W on the wave and you use your E to shield this guy, you're dead. Like, you really need to judge the importance of this fight. Does he need a 200 HP shield right now to, like, win this 1v2? Does he even need a shield at all?
no.
Not really. Like, he doesn't need to fight anything here. You need
You know,
to
you're
get
right. I
base.
should have ran back in there and pressed my RW so I got my health back.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
Okay, I hear you.
this is good. And then I'm so sad. This is so sad.
Nothing burger. It's a nothing.
Oh wait, you die, girl? No.
No, keep typing. Keep typing.
No. So why are we fighting here? What was the goal? Who are we killing? What's going on? So let's go. Actually, no. Let's go back and analyze with this newfound information. You're gonna give me the answer as to what we're doing here. Okay. So in this freeze frame, okay, what do you want to do, and why?
I don't know. I keep thinking everything on Twitter that Jinjao is so broken right now. So I just think like, okay, well, if I give him a shield, like that'll be enough for him to, you know, live, and he can get his Conqueror stacks up, and he can 1v9.
So if he's 5-2 right now, like if the Swain was 2-3 and the Xin Zhao had 2 items to everybody else's 1, yes, you're right, unironically. But with this power level, this guy is dealing no more than 700 damage. Let's look at the Brahms HP when he engages. We are not killing the 900 HP, almost 1000 HP Brahm. This is not happening. And even if you do, mind you, okay? Is the enemy gonna stand AFK watching this Brahm get his fucking shit ran? No matter. Okay? So, this whole thing, unfortunately, you played a part in this. I really do hate to say it.
He should have, like, sorry, this is a mechanical question. Do you think he should have, like, dashed to Braum and then used his Q on the Sivir to try to get on her? Instead of, like, using all his abilities on Braum?
It's kind of hard. All the Sivir has to do... So, I mean, if he E's onto the Braum and the Braum doesn't just press auto attack on him, like, there's something wrong. So, let's say here, he E auto Qs, and then, like, you're saying, like, he just, like, flashes on the Sivir right now?
Yeah.
He could. Yeah, he could.
I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like... I mean, he's committing so... Like, we're all committing so hard to this fight. Like, if we don't hard commit, we're getting nothing out of it. Oh, wait. We got a kill. Bye, Braum. Sorry.
But unfortunately, just you got the Braum, but they got you. They got you, unfortunately. And your Jin's dead
good.
too. And he's dead too. So
Oh, and he popped the barrier.
and he did pop the bear. See, at least you saved your heal. I don't even know if it was up. It was up. And I respect that. And if you say that you didn't press it in time, that's okay too. I don't really care. What I actually care about was, should this fight ever happen? No, ma'am. Never again. You cannot be the last person standing, and this is the picture. So, okay. Now let's look at some power levels. Everybody but this fucking Yasuo is behind, okay? Are you fighting this Rift Herald?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So I just wanted to rewind and see like exactly where they deployed. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna fight this. So what you're actually supposed to do here is not just collect this mid wave. All you have to do is realize we're in a cross map situation. This man is your lifeline, okay? So what I want you to do is, because this is a cross map, you should never even be... So they already got the mid wave. Like, your point on being this mid wave, on this mid, is not getting EXP. No, no, no. EXP does not matter here, because they're going to get a Rift Herald, and all you're going to get is the mid wave that they already cleared. So you lost something. You just lost Rift Herald for fun, basically. You and your Xin Zhao both need to walk this way. You put down a ward here, ward here, ward here, and then play to the spot turret. Okay? If we do not cross map here, we are losing Rift Herald for no reason. Every objective, you are trading something. Whether it's... So, a play can be... A cross map play can be vision, okay? Objectives, let's say. So at worst, a cross map play will be a recall. So that's the worst thing ever. If you're recalling on a cross map, it means something is horrible, okay? The next best thing is vision. The next best thing after that is camps. And the next best thing after that are towers. So you can get 2 of these things right now. Okay? Catching
Vision
the
and tower.
Yeah, catching this wave is not one of them, unfortunately. So I want you to think about like whether or not you need to be on this mid wave. So if they had shown to be like really so as you're walking, I'm gonna zoom back in. Hold on. So as you're walking to mid, you're like, oh shit, like okay, they're pushing this mid wave. And then if they continue to walk to this mid turret, I'm fine with you being like, okay, I need to defend this mid turret. But when they're positioning like this, you need to be ready to go this way. So this entire time, you are just standing right here. There's nothing else you can do. Because if you walk in beforehand, there's a chance there's one motherfucker just sitting here waiting to blow your brains out.
Okay, so in situations like this, I need to ask myself, okay, what can I get? What can I do on the map? And I should lean towards 4 things. Towers, kills, objectives, and vision. Not necessarily kills, but picks.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mention... Okay, so the reason why I didn't mention kills, which is... It is one of those. One of the cross-map objectives. The only issue is with kills... it's more like a competitive thing. Whenever somebody's supposed to give up a turret, like... Okay, let's say right here, okay? There's 4 people on this Rift Herald. If the enemy is smart, and this is like an optimal game... This GP is either, if he has ult, he's ulting this wave and delaying you killing this turret. If he doesn't, he's literally giving up the turret and he's standing at tier 2. So there is no kill. But people are going to fuck up. People are going to give you kills on the cross map. So we can include that too.
Right, I'm not saying to go for a kill right now, but like...
Yeah. It can be an objective.
Like,
yeah.
You know, like, I don't know, like, let's say it's like a... I don't know, like a Fiora top, and she's trying to 1v1 Yasuo for the tier 1 bot lane. Like, I shouldn't be trying to find out a way to get an objective. I should be trying to find a way to, you know, excel my team, and that would be by, you know, helping Yasuo get the kill.
Yeah, so if they were making an objective... So, yeah, if the Fiora was here bot lane, or over here, let's say, and this turret was up, but you know that they're top side, your goal, yes, it is to come bot and help with this whole situation. You got it. I think the last thing I'll say is... I mean, this is like pretty good. I just want to check your opener, because I really like what you did here. I don't even know if you realize. So why did you open bot, actually? Let me ask.
Mid is already pushed and top is already pushing, and I kind of want to make sure. I mean, like, I can't really play for anyone else. My Jhin is dead right now. Ari's backing. No one else is on the map besides him. So, like, and he's kind of our fed one. So I kind of just want to make just the job a little bit easier for him. Like, that's the only thing I can play for. So I had to use my resources on him.
There you go. That's perfect. That's exactly what you should have done. The only little caveat I'll put here is try not to show. So I'm fine with you getting EXP, but the way I kind of want you to be thinking right now isn't like, okay, I'm here to help him push out the wave, like physically. Like you want to shadow. Shadowing is just like staying out of fog in case something happens. You would like stand at the turret for now and then start walking. You would get EXP for these, try to stay in the EXP range. And then he would clear this wave. You would get level 9. Then you go ahead and do exactly what you did. I would also recommend queuing this bush though before, because you hadn't seen...
Just to check.
Yeah, you hadn't seen the Lilia until like right now. I mean, no, the timing's fine. Timing's fine. You saw the Lilia on mid like 2 or 3 seconds prior, so it's fine for you not to have done that. And they should be going for Rift Herald. So yeah, that's like the only kind of tweak. And then as you like refine this, you'll realize like, oh like, shit.
Yeah, I should have been warding their Drunkle.
Yeah. And like the thing is, by the way, what you mentioned about like kill, if there's full vision here and this GP tries to stay under turret with no ulti and there's a cannon minion, he cannot barrel the wave and clear it. He's dead. So not only would you get this turret, and you would kill this GP before they even finish the Rift Herald. Which is insane. They should never let that occur. Okay, but this, we cannot be doing this.
Yep. This is my...
I respect it, but yeah, like once you've decided, so this is like the decision making. You decided to play for the Yasuo, you're playing for the Yasuo. You already opened to his side of the map. Okay? We can't make a play on bot side and then be like, you know what? I feel like going to the Rift Herald now. I'm just trying to see. Okay. I wasn't like looking at the fight itself. I just want to see whether or not your Ahri could get push if you didn't like show here. Yeah, she probably could. Okay. It's really good mechanics. Okay. So, situation, what are we doing? Quick. Go. First reaction. What do you want to do here?
Off. We are pinging it off. I am low health. We just used I just used heal. I just used flash. I can't be in this fight. Lilia is still around. Lilia did not use ult on me, and I know she has it. So this is a losing fight. I need to be spam pinging off. And Ahri's so far away. I mean, Jhin can ult, but realistically, like, Jhin is so behind. So, like, what is his ult gonna do? Like, it's not helping Yasuo. Like, it's not giving what it's supposed to give.
It's not. It's really not.
It's giving Uchi Hirosaki.
It is giving. Okay, the Swain did use R on you, so that's one thing. But like, unless you are literally just killing both of these champions like within a matter of
instantly.
seconds. Yes, literally. Yeah. This is gonna be
like, look at this.
Like, yeah, like this is not giving what it was supposed to. The fact that the Swain died here, by the way, is insane.
It's criminal.
Is absolutely insane. But I will say, like, right here, like, your Yasuo had a flank, okay? So maybe that's what he was, like, playing off of. In this picture, right now, that this guy has his tornado, now you can actually go for the fight because, I mean, you can't get out now. You've already committed to the fight. And your Ahri's on a flank right now. So if you're thinking about all these things all the way back here after you lost your HP, like, right here, and you're thinking to yourself like, okay, Lilia has ult, my Yasuo is coming, like, do I want to fight this right now because I have Ahri coming from a flank and Yasuo coming from the behind? And then you're like, I'm gonna fight. That's good. But if you're not thinking about any of this and you're staying, you're kind of trolling. It's not giving what it was supposed to give, because yeah, they can just walk out. But I'm fine with you like giving it a try. If this Yasuo has flash and you're like, you know what, this is the only engage we're ever gonna get. Let me kill this fucking Swain with a bounty. That's good.
I'm not mad at the fight. I'm just like looking back at it. It was just like, I'm so like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you've seen. There was like a recent Yozu and Cubic video that I saw where they were just like playing off of like 1 HP and blah 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 blah, and it was like a funny little like little gag gimmick, whatever. But I have to remember, I'm not them. I'm not that challenger. I'm that 2K LP challenger.
Not yet.
Not yet, but I don't know. But I will say there is a thrill about playing at 1 HP.
Okay, she's doing it for the thrill. Okay, girl, I see you. I see you.
I mean, with this nothing burger team, I gotta make this game interesting for me.
I mean, yeah, like okay.
But it's literally all just downhill from here.
Oh, okay. Let's see the next team fight. Something freaky is about to happen. Okay, so we want to get the mid wave. There is the Drake spawning? Let's see. 1 minute until Drake, so we now want to play bot side. I like it. Okay, we're gonna contest this mid wave.
I don't like this fight because literally before he even engages, we see the thing. I don't ping off, which is probably my thing, but I don't think he was gonna listen to my ping off.
You never know until you try, girl. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, like that's your
burger.
That's your 2 and 4 Zhao engaging on the Sivir Braum. Like, I don't really see this ever going well, unless they disconnect their mouses and keyboards. So now they actually have a chance. Not even a chance. They should pull Baron here and force your Yasuo to TP. I mean, the fact that they're even diving you is insane. Playing this well. You're low-key dead as fuck. Okay. What even happened here? Okay.
The turret decided to be a nothing burger.
Okay, you did. Okay, you played it super well until the last part right here where you like stood still. You autoed the Braum and then queued him. Like, you just have to click out because if you get hit by a sway knee, you're just nothing burger dead. Oh my god. Oh, Jin. I mean, this fight doesn't even make sense. Respectfully, in the most respectful sense of the word.
It just mirrors Lilia kind of broken.
Your Yasuo just engaged 1v4. I don't think Lilia's broken. Oh, 1v5! 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 Oh my god. Oh.
But Lilia has a problem.
She kind of is when your Xin Zhao is just inting every fight. Okay, so now your win condition for these fights, again, Ari Charm, if this Yasuo gets a flank, he can engage on the backline. Good, okay? So, okay, another thing I want to tell you about your team comp is sometimes you don't have the same identity across the entire team comp, which is, I'm pretty sure you noticed that because this champion can dive, right? This champion can dive, and this champion can dive. Whereas these two bitches cannot dive. There is no diving to happen, okay? For the enemy team, they are very good at holding formation, but this champion is good at picking people out. This champion is really good at setting up fights, you know? So there's not always like, como se dice, one identity for the team comp. Usually there's like front to back with some poke, or poke with some flank, or put, you know, like there's always going to be some like secondary type of characteristic with your team. So for you it's poke and then dive. These champions can dive if they're strong, but the only one that's strong is Mega OCC. Yeah, that. Okay, what? Okay, what is going on here? Because Baron is up. And we're doing Gromp. So we're ulted. Okay, freeze frame, what are we doing here? Because Something very bad's about to occur.
We are cooking up a very special nothing burger. It is very nothing.
Okay.
We wasted ult on something me and Jin cannot, go in on because there is a full ass Braum there. And Sivir has ulti still. So it's like, we can't.
So, but now, like, in this picture, now that you use that, like, you have that ult used on your team, what are you going to do? Because this Baron, they have a hyperscaler, remember? The champion's almost 3 items, and they have full vision of Baron's side. So how are you getting vision of the Baron? What's going on? Let a bitch know.
I don't know. Maybe try to get vision.
Well, yeah. So how are you gonna do that?
By pinging my team to come with me into the jungle.
No.
Then it's like then we get dived on.
No, man. We are never entering the jungle like this. What you are forced to do when this entire part of the map is dark, okay? Unless they have been in the jungle, or in the river, sorry, hitting this Baron for the past 20 seconds, and you absolutely have to face check by going this way, okay? You are not getting Baron vision or Drake vision by moving immediately into the jungle. The standard for getting vision is you push the mid wave, make them respond. If they don't respond, you then walk in. Okay? This is what you're playing on. You need everybody and their mothers to be able to play on this wave. You're going to push this wave. Somebody's going to show here. If nobody shows, you can throw your abilities in this bush and then tell your Xin Zhao to walk up. And that's how you're getting vision, okay? Wave and then vision, okay? That's going to be your standard. Wave straight into vision. And if you just skip to the vision, okay, so there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. What I mentioned about they've been hitting this Baron for 20 seconds, that's the exception, right? But the rule is we're going to get that mid wave and then we're going to go to get that vision. So let's see. Okay. So why was Swain able to do that?
Because they have vision and we don't have ults.
Kind of. But right now they're strong as fuck. And now your Jhin had to blow flash. Why is that?
Because our Xin Zhao is doing Raptors.
Yeah. And
And
are
he's
you
not-
contesting this wave together with numbers?
No.
No, man.
No.
You're only 3 versus 3. And they win that 3v3. So there's no winning here. And now Yasuo's TPing behind. But you have no Jhin flash. Ari used her ulti. That was from earlier, I think. But like now that is this fight winning?
No.
No, man. This is like a ping out or lose the game type of fight. And we chose lose the game. You just got fucked. Oh my god.